Finn still hasn't learned, y'all. He's still getting in the middle of Steffi and Hope's little discussion, if that's what you want to call it. And not only that, he has yet to tell Steffi what Hope said. And he's still holding up for her. I said, come on now, Finn. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chester for the bold and beautiful August 2nd, 2024. Okay, first things first, let me know down below what y'all thought of the episode. Look, who we gonna start with first? Because I'm confused. I'm confused about the Luna and Poppy situation. So Luna done found the doggone backpack, and Poppy over here still acting like she doesn't know how it got there. So I'm like, wait a minute now. If you didn't do it, who did it? Do y'all think Sheila setting her up, or is Lee setting her up? I said at this point, I really don't know who did it, y'all. Another week of us not knowing. Another week of us not knowing. And a whole nother month. And I said, did she do it or didn't she? How did backpack get there? Because, I didn't know at first until one of them episodes, I think at the beginning of the week, where they was talking about their apartment, I think it's getting torn down. So I was like, I had read a spoiler that said Luna's supposed to have found something. So I thought she was going to find some letter or something about her mama and, what's his name, Tom. And I was like, I wasn't expecting it. I don't know, y'all. She was over here to me. I said, what are you doing with it? I said, so you ain't got it there? I said, who did it then? But yeah, okay, on today's episode, Luna now kept apologizing to Bill about, how Will reacted and everything. And he's like, you're family now. Both of y'all are family now. Basically, Will gonna have to get over it. He gonna have to get over it. And basically, Bill was upset about Will's behavior. I can't remember if I said this on yesterday's review or not, but when Will was over there, he got mad, and, his whole reaction. I said, not another person or another child that wants their parents together and when they shouldn't be. Because on today's episode, I was confused. Like, is her name Katie Logan Spencer? Or is it just Katie Logan? I'm confused. So she kept his name? Or was Will just saying that because he wants his parents together? Because he also kept saying on today's episode about how, that was their home. That was Katie, his, and Bill's home. And now they living there. And then Katie talking about some doggone, she's still having a hard time dealing with it. And I said, what happened to Carter? I said, poor Carter, you never stood a chance, sir. You never stood a chance. She don't even mention you. We don't see them together no more. I was thinking that maybe he was going to be on the episode with her and asking her why she's so invested. I know they had one episode where they talked a little bit about it. At first, I thought that Bill, once Luna and Poppy had left to go back to their old apartment, I thought that Bill was going to go see Katie. And I thought he was going to overhear what Will said, because Will feels like he misplaced, like he doesn't have a place there anymore. I said, no, your mama don't have a place there anymore. But that ain't stopped her. I said, that ain't stopped her from showing up, walking in folks' house and stuff. But yeah, they never went back to Bill. Sheila and Deacon. Wait, let me make sure. Sheila and Deacon. So now Sheila thinks that Deacon was right, that it was more to the story, that somebody responsible for Hollis and Tom's death or whatever. Then she mentions the backpack, how that's evidence. I said, now come on now. Tell me that Sheila ain't placed that backpack in Poppy's apartment. I feel like it's a setup, but I just don't know who's setting who up at this point. Wait, I skipped the part about Poppy now. Let me go and finish about them. Poppy and Luna went back to the apartment, and that's when I think she was looking for her laptop. She was looking for something. She ends up finding the backpack, and she went through it. I thought she was going to get busted, and then Poppy was going to be like, what you doing? She did ask her what she doing, but she act like she didn't know the backpack was there. So I was like, wait a minute. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Another week of this. I think at the end of the episode, when they showed a preview for next week's episode, Poppy was telling Luna that now their family is with Bill and everything. So I was like, I don't know. But on this episode, once again, every episode, she talk about how Bill done transform her life, and that's why people think she money hungry or using him for money. The people I want to talk about, though, is Steffi, Finn, and Hope. That's who we're going to end with. But before that, Ridge was still on the doggone jail, so y'all ain't made it yet. But Ridge was disappointed that Steffi not there or whatever, and Brooke was trying to comfort him or whatever, and they finally end up making it, and they over here kissing. That's all that really happened with them. Now let's get to the part that I want to talk about, because one, Finn hasn't learned anything. Didn't Steffi tell him before to stay in his lane? Ain't that what she told him? Isn't that what she told him, to stay in his lane? Then she tell him he a doctor, he work on people, but that's her area. She told him to stay in his lane. He still ain't staying in his lane. Not only that, but it cut off, y'all. But not only that, he still hasn't told Steffi what Hope tried to pull. And I feel like when you don't disclose that type of information, you give folks the idea like, oh, you could do it again. I'm not going to tell my wife. I'm not going to tell my husband. I'm not going to tell my friend or whoever, because you didn't say nothing this time. I crossed the line and you didn't say nothing to your partner. Okay, so Steffi and Finn, they was kissing or whatever, and that's when Hope came and she was on the outside. She seen them and she over here looking bothered or whatever. And she came in there. And then she gonna say some doggone she told that Steffi's threatening to cut Hope for the future again. And I said, now Hope, what they got to do with Finn? I said, what they got to do with Finn? Steffi already done told him to stay in his lane. I said, what does that have to do with him? She knew that he was going to say something. That's what she knew. And he got in between them trying to break up their little discussion, again, if that's what you want to call it, because they was going back and forth or whatever. And Steffi kept repeating that, it's what's best for the company, that she not trying to, cut Hope for the future, but they want to pull back from it. But yeah, that's it, y'all. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces, have a great rest of the day, or a great weekend, and be safe. Thank you all for all the support thus far. If you're looking for more ways to further support, you can purchase clothing from the LV shop or encouraging messages or sign up for groups. All links are always in the description below. Thank you so much.